Oh, here, okay, so I came back in 99 and the house that I'm staying in now, Alhamdulillah, not haunted anymore. So
Anymore.
Anymore, yeah.
Anymore is the key word right there.
Yeah, so it was the first townhouse project in Malaysia. So like 2 floors,
Right.
condo, right? Really old, built in the 80s, right? Still standing, thank God. If not, I'll be a ghost also. So, so when I came back, it was a really rundown place.
Right.
Management wasn't there, and then one old guard, and they have 2 blocks. Two sections: the upper block and the lower block. Right. So the upper block has four different blocks, and the lower block has 3. So I live in the bottom one.
Okay.
And it's about 40 to 50 houses total at the bottom. And each block, right, this is how bad it was. Each block had only 1 family.
Wow.
So I was the only one living in block B, another family block A, and another family in block C.
Wow.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Right?
Yeah.
So there was nobody there, of course. And then at that time I was working in Hotel Nico in 99.
Okay, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
When I came back, that was my first job as a Japanese guest relations, because I can speak Japanese. In front of the condo, in front of the house, there's it's a forest, and they have a man-made lake there. Really nice, really beautiful nature and everything. Very relaxing place. So this one time I came back late because I was there until 11, and the VIP came to stay back, right? Then I came back home, and there was thunder and lightning, there's heavy rain and all that. And at that time, my first ex-wife, so she was at home, right? And then I came back, and I heard the lightning and thunder. Suddenly, I hear like screaming coming from the lake, right?
Wow.
But it wasn't like, it was like a concert screaming, but it wasn't happy. It was like people being tortured, like
Oh my
but a
God.
lot, like
Oh my God.
thousands of people, being tortured. And
Oh my goodness.
yeah, and then I was like, I looked at her, I'm like, apaan sih itu? Because Indonesian, right? And she's like, oh, ini biasa. Huh? Biasa? So he's like, oh, I've heard this so many times. Like, why didn't you tell me? He's like, I'm not scared of a ghost. Orang ay takut.
We've heard
Ghosts
that
are not
before.
scared. Yeah, So I'm like, I freaked out lah. So that was one. Another one is, okay, so the way the condo is set up, you have two-story condos and also 1 single floor condos. So mine is 2 floors. The one next door is 1 floor. So you have one house and another house at the bottom. So there's no stairs in the house, right? My house has stairs. So I would always hear, marbles being thrown to the wall. The sound of marbles, and I heard running, like kids running, and up and down stairs, but there's no stairs there.
Right.
I would hear that. So, and one of the things that happened to me was I had some santau happening to me.
To you.
To me, also to my wife, my ex-wife.
So Santau, just to explain to the audience, Santau is...
Santau is black magic.
It's pretty much black magic.
Black magic.
Sorry, did you mention where this location was? This is in...
Bukit Terabangsa.
all
bukan tahu, banyak gila.
Banyak betul.
Yeah, no, that one, our friend Effie used to live there too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Bukit Teramangsa, that was both those stories, Santau and this one.
Yeah. So the first Santau was when I first came back. Okay, of course I don't know who did it because the people who actually, from my experience, the people who actually mengubat kita, right, fix our Santau, they will never reveal who did it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because if not, you go and hantam that person, right?
Sure.
So
Santau balik,
right? Santau balik or go and literally kill the...
I'd rather physically go get them.
So first time I kena santau, basically what happened was my throat was blocked. Okay, so I could only drink, I couldn't eat. So I couldn't eat for a week.
Holy shit.
Wow.
I couldn't swallow, So I was like, this is really weird. And I love food. Right? I didn't look like this before. I was a real fat. I was 30 kilos more.
Oh wow.
I love to eat. So I'm doing IF. So I lost a lot of weight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations.
You look good, man. You look good.
Thanks, bro. So anyway, I couldn't swallow, and I'm like, what's wrong with me, right? And I went to the doctors. They did all kinds of tests, X-ray, whatever. It's like, there's nothing there. Why are you not swallowing? You know, it's ganda-ganda. Doctor said ganda-ganda, right? And then I was like, until you kena, you would never
know.
No, we're supposed to believe as Muslims, right?
Yeah.
But we don't believe until we kena.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then I start talking to people. It's like, ada barang ni, dia kata, barang apa bah? I didn't even know, ada barang apa, and in Japan, like, black magic is not a thing, so it wasn't like something normal over there, right?
Yeah.
So
less donkey people in Japan.
well, you have the key people, but they don't do black magic.
In Japan, you have grudging people.
Ada. Bully is a culture there.
Right, yeah.
Bullying is a culture. So I went to this guy, orang alim lah. Then he said, oh, ni berat ni. So what happens, right? When you kena santau or any kind of gangguan, so you have your true self here, right? And when you kena gangguan, one thing gets sent to you, right? And when it gets sent to you, sometimes the thing that attacks you is not so bad, but other things hinggap, because
It's like a magnet.
it's a magnet. Yeah, it attracts, and they're like, hey, let's have a party inside this guy.
Whoa, this is new to me.
Okay. So I've had a lot. I kena santau at least 10 times.
What?
Yeah. So then I'm like,
10 times.
that I know. Yeah, that I know.
That you know of.
Yep. Yeah. So
Okay, this is my theory for this is either perempuan that nak you,
No,
or is laki yang nak
my
your
wife.
ex, nak your wife. It's like jealousy lah.
my wife's hot. My wife now very hot. Yeah.
There you go.
So
Barunya.
When was the last time you kena santau? How many?
last time was 4 months ago. Yeah. So you kena so much. Yeah. When you kena so much, you're like, oh, kena kot. Pergi check kejap. Oh, ada lah.
Kena.
Tak apalah.
But how do you know that you kena santau? Like, is it the same feeling?
Okay. There's a lot of ways people can santau you, and you can't trace this in court, so you can't exactly sue them.
Right.
They can't go to jail for it, right? So basically, like, one way is to physically damage you, right? Another way is to play with feelings, right? I give you an example, right? This one time I kena played with my feelings, and that time I was happy, everything was going well. My band was, playing shows, like we opened for Paramore in Stadium Kejala.
Oh wow,
that's awesome.
That's so awesome. In front of like 10k people, So and then my business was going well. I didn't have a wife at the time, I was divorced, but I was happy, I was happy, and then suddenly I'm like, I open the door, walk out to the balcony. It's a bright day, wind blowing, everything's nice, airy. I'm like, oh, what a good day today. I think I'm gonna kill myself. I want to jump off the balcony, right? But I'm happy. It's weird, right?
Yep.
So I'm like,
wow.
And then suddenly you're like, hey,
What just happened?
what aku cakap ni kan? Then there are ways to. So when I start talking like these people, like, hey, kau macam ustad. I'm not like ustad at all. I'm not an ustad at all. I still have a lot to learn, right? So basically, syaitan dan iblis and all this jin tak boleh kacau orang yang hati suci. How do you cleanse your heart? You have to zikir all the time,
Right.
and that sampai, like, even while you're talking, even while you're sleeping, you still zikir without realizing, because second nature. So once you realize something's wrong or whatnot, or you start baca lah, then the thing will go away. But kalau teruk sangat, you need berubat lah kan.